out of Philly. Turn it up. 95.3 Jamz.
Good evening. Welcome to the Rebirth. This is Shay Marriott. I'm your host this evening, and joining me tonight is my co-host, Mr.
Eli Isabel in the building. What's happening, family?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rebirth. I hope you guys had a good day today. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes,
we are here every Monday night at 7 p.m.
Thank you for being here. We are so happy to have you guys here tonight. We have an awesome show for you guys tonight. Shay, I'm excited.
What you excited about, man?
I'm excited about this enlightenment we're about to get. At least, you know, people in the tri-state area get to hear about an organization I'm not sure that we're all aware of. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the opportunity of people maybe even hearing this broadcast and joining forces or branching off and doing something in their own city. So that's exciting, especially when it comes to taking care of our own.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're about to drop some real nuggets tonight. But before we introduce these young men that are sitting in front of me, we are going to do our segment right here and right now. What's happening?
I got a doozy for y'all tonight. So, apparently, this 61-year-old brother down in Florida, his name is Mike Hoggabook. Mike Hoggabook has married Hoggabook. And I don't even care if I'm saying it wrong because it don't even matter. He don't need the credit. This brother has decided to marry his 18-year-old goddaughter. She turned 18 here recently, and they jumped the broom. Now, imagine, he's been in her life her whole life. His mom or dad or both decided to make this guy the godfather, and here they are 18 years later getting married. Her name is Deja. Deja's been catching a lot of heat. Of course, she's been bringing the smoke on social media, of course, and so was he to a lesser degree, but she's been snapping. And in my mind, I think Mike needs to be catching the heat. He's 61. Am I the only one to see? He says, well, I'm the only dude in this town that's married somebody 18. Maybe, bro.
That's crazy.
Perhaps, especially your goddaughter. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
There are no women in Florida. Come on, Sunshine State. People half naked walking around. You decide to get with your 18-year-old goddaughter. I'm not sure about that one.
And I guess because she's 18 and she's an adult, there's nothing that legally can be done.
No, technically they can't. And she has a younger child or children already. She's saying that it's okay for me to have children at a young age, but not for me to get married. So I'm like, but still you're 18. And where's your dad?
It reminds me of what was that case years ago? Like, I want to say that in the 80s, the Woody guy. He was
Harold Woody. No, what's his name? Woody. Yeah.
Woody Harrison?
Not Woody. Don't give him that. He don't want
that. No, not him. But he married his
actor from New York.
He's from New York,
yeah, or
something like that. Which was So
very weird. But we don't do that, do we?
Who's we?
Us, black folk. Let's be clear. But I guess we do now. All right, so this is a non-congratulations to Mike and Deja. Deja, I hope you come out of this unscathed and you'll get a chance to live the rest of your life in a healthy way after Mike has done whatever he's done to you. So we're going to pray for you, sister.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, so they're African-American?
Yeah.
Wow. I missed that one. Oh, okay.
Us.
Okay. All right. Well, right here, right now. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. Well, once again, welcome to the Rebirth. My name is Shay Marriott. I'm your host, and my co-host is Eli Isabel. Tonight, joining us in the studio, we have 100 Black Men, Philadelphia chapter. Welcome to the Rebirth. I'm going to introduce them individually. Oh, wait a minute. That was the wrong one, y'all.
Follow us on Instagram.
Get your sound effects right.
Sorry about that. I meant to hit the hand claps. My bad. But welcome to the Rebirth, Brother Joel Wilson, which is he's the president. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you for joining us. And this gentleman, we went to school together. Violent is in the building.
Violent is in the building?
Yes, Mr. Les LaShore, the VP of Operations. Welcome to the Rebirth, Les.
Hey, thanks for having me.
It's good to see you.
Congratulations to you guys at the Rebirth.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Looking forward to listening to you guys on that regular 95.3.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. 95.3
Yes.
FM, Philly Jamz.
All right.
Yep.
I know two people from Violent now.
See, you know what? He always got jokes. He always
I know
got
two people
jokes.
from Violent. You and this brother right here.
Oh, we come straight strong from violent. You know.
No, I ain't mad.
That's right. V-Town. V-Town in the building.
Detail. All right.
Shout out to violent, all our friends that may be listening, friends and family from the violent area. You know, we appreciate y'all. So.
Absolutely. Class of 1990.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm aging myself. Hold on. Wait a minute. And
Plus 18. Oh, dang.
yeah, whatever. And also joining us is Mr. Bill Dixon. Welcome. He is a chapter member of 100 Black Men. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Rebirth. Thank you for coming. Yeah. If you guys need your headphones, you're more than welcome to throw them on. Or if you good, you good. So, all right. Well, let's jump into it.
Let's rock.
Yeah. Why don't you guys start off with telling us a little bit about 100 Black Men?
What is 100 Black Men?
Absolutely.
So 100 Black Men is actually a brotherhood.
Okay.
And it's a brotherhood of successful black men who come together and we put up our resources, our money, we volunteer our time with the sole purpose of helping young people.
That's awesome.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now, it came about in 1963 in New York City because there was an incident very similar to the police, taking black folks for bad. And a group of black men went and protested at the police station. And after the protest, they realized, hey, we need to put some programs and things in place. Otherwise, we're just going to keep coming back to the same type scenario. So they founded the first chapter of 100 Black Men. And two of the most famous founders are actually Dave Dinkins, who later became a mayor of New York City, and Jackie Robinson.
Wow.
So he's the one who bankrolled it when it first started. And one of the unique things about it, all of the men that were in 100 Black Men, they came from different professions, medical doctor, teachers, educators, just all types of things. And as they moved up in their career and started moving around the country, they created chapters where their job took them. Okay. So now in 2021, we have over 100 chapters in the country. Matter of fact, we're now international because we have a chapter in London, we have a chapter in Turks and Caicos, and also in Ghana.
Wow. Yeah,
That's
that
awesome.
was my next question. How many chapters you had?
So it's over 100. I think the number's like 1. Brother Bill probably knows it.
Brother Bill said, "Don't put me on the spot."
Over 100.
Okay, awesome. So this is the Philadelphia chapter.
How did this chapter come to be?
Yeah.
The Philly chapter.
So the Philly chapter, so I don't know that history as well, but I know we came about in about 1986. And one of the brothers that helped found the chapter is still a member to this day. That's brother, we call him OG, Fred Whiten.
Okay.
So he's still, and Brother Joe was a part of that original, he's a charter member. And I don't believe Weller is, but there are 3 oldest chapter brothers. But Fred, he tells the story of him going down to nationals, because when you get a new charter, you have to go to the nationals and you go on stage and they sort of vote you in and give you a bunch of applause. So it was just such a moving ceremony for him that he loves telling the story. And Brother Fred is 72 now.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And I'm going to tell you, this man, I have to tell him to sit down. He thinks he's 40. That's
going to be me.
We got a lot of energy, a lot of love in the chapter, and we've just grown. We actually won Chapter of the Year in 2020.
Okay.
So we couldn't apply again in 2021. They don't let you win back to back. So now when 2022 comes around, we going for it again.
Good. Well, congratulations.
Wow, awesome. So how many states are y'all in this country?
Every state.
Oh, really? All 50? Wow.
Wow. Wait a minute. But Delaware, you guys don't have a Delaware chapter, right?
So that's interesting. So Delaware is actually has there is a so no, technically we do not. We have brothers from Delaware in the Philadelphia chapter.
Okay.
Right.
Brother Bill.
Right.
There
Brother
is,
Bill.
I just was alerted that there is a chapter, an interest chapter forming. So hopefully, if it works out, because it's a pretty steep, measure you have to cross. You have to get 25 financial brothers. You got to pay your dues first before the chapter you even get it.
Okay.
And then you got to go through all the compliance. So if they can pull all of that off, there will be a chapter here in Delaware. I think they sent me an email. Don't get me to misquote it.
Yeah, keep us posted on that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure Brother Eli would like to
I'm
jump
very-
right
I'm
on in
interested in
there.
these things.
Yes,
Absolutely.
he does a lot of work in the community, so we would definitely welcome a chapter here. We need it.
I'm just one black man though, but I'm on it.
We definitely need it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to kind of jump right into it because I know there's so much going on in Philadelphia. I was watching the news last night, I believe, and I think that now it's probably done going up now, but it was 450 killings from October of 2021 up until, of last October up until now.
Wow.
So, that was just last night, so it may have increased already.
Right.
Which is really really sad. And I know you guys was just awarded a state grant for gun violence.
Correct.
Is that correct? Okay. Could you speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, so just to give you a little bit of history about the violence. So in our chapter alone, starting in January of 2021, between January and June, we had 4 young men shot. 3 of them have died. So those were mentees in our chapter.
Oh, wow.
And then this year, 2 weeks into school, we had a young man shot across the street from Vaux Big Picture High School. So, but what I'm telling you is not, this isn't unique to just what we're experiencing. It's not unique to just the neighborhood that we're in. It is a citywide epidemic. And I'm just, for the life of me, I don't understand why our Mayor Kinney, has not declared a state of emergency.
Right.
Because we absolutely need to bring, more law enforcement, bring the National Guard in. I mean, it is that bad.
Wow.
Every night we go to sleep, and one or more people are going to get killed. I mean, you just know it. And now the spike up this year or this semester in school is we're having shootings either in school or close to school. So now we have kids who are afraid to go to school.
Oh, my God.
So, schools are trying to get brothers to volunteer. So we're in a coalition of about 8 schools where men are literally taking off from work
Right.
and to stand at a school when they get out of school. It is that bad.
Wow. That's
Yeah, that's mind-boggling. So tell us a little bit about the impact that you guys have made with these young people in these schools in the community.
Well, so I'll start like this. Last year, our mentoring year is the same as the school year. So in our last mentoring year, we provided over 350 mentoring experiences to youth. And this was a barrage of a bunch of different programs. So what it does do for the youth that we can touch, we are decreasing them getting involved in some of this nonsense. Because a lot of it, like one thing that people don't realize, a lot of the gun violence today, it has nothing to do with money. Mm-hmm. See, I'm 52 now. So when I was coming up, when folks was beefing, we had the Junior Black Mafia and all that kind of craziness in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. It was rooted in money. Mm-hmm. Somebody owes somebody beat somebody for something. But nowadays, it is literally, we have young folks who are, parents aren't in their lives. School system is horrible. The Philadelphia School District, at best, is educating half the kids, at best. So then you have just so much children with too much time on their hands, sucking in too much of this negative music, and everyone loves these violent things on TV. Right. It's just such bad guidance. So they don't have good decision making. Mm-hmm. So now when you have these interactions, instead of it just being whether someone is cussing somebody out or maybe a fist fight, they are opting to kill each other. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like a game. Like they're patterning in Philly. The police are saying that they are patterning it off of the youth killings in Chicago, where they're calling each other ops, and it's which is language coming from the one of the violent video games.
Okay,
it's just so out of hand.
Yeah,
and that's
It's getting, I'll piggyback on that. It's getting really bad. You even see cartels type killings.
Oh my gosh!
Boys riding around on mopeds,
just shooting
motorcycles, riding around like straight up assassination style. Shooting at the only fellow young man, young boy, then just riding off, and it's just like out of control.
Yeah. And they don't care
I mean,
who's
how
in the
upset can you
path.
be with somebody? You 15 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. You know one thing too with the kids that I deal with, much like you guys, but just here in Wilmington, they're already angry, so angry. I even work my full time job. I work in a Head Start program, so we're talking 3 to 5. They're angry already. So they've seen so much. So by the time they are teenagers, I mean, there's no way to resolve anything outside of violence. You know, in their mind. I think they've come to that point, and that's an uphill battle. But I'm glad you guys you guys are here, and we're gonna keep pushing, and we're gonna save who we can. I know that's what your goal is. It's frustrating though.
One of the things I'll just say about that, if you see a kid that young, I mean, even whether it's preschool, first, second, third grade, and they're angry and just out of hand behaviors, this is going to be a touchy thing. But that is coming from the home.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Those children that behavior is being modeled to them, and and that's all they know at this point. So now you're seeing it. So one of the things that we do is in some cases, we are literally showing young folks a different way to live, a different way to talk to each other. This may be the first time they are feeling love from someone that doesn't want anything from them, and freely giving it. We're giving them like a real pure childhood,
Right.
and and we have to try to, we can only do so much. I mean, our goal is to impact about 500 kids this year.
Wow.
But we have over 200,000 kids in our school district. So, even us hitting 500 is scratching the surface.
Right.
So we need as many folks to really think about what we're doing. We really have to challenge, it is not cool for you to be cussing at your kid. It is not cool
It's not.
for you 5 days, 7 days in a week, and you cook once.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You never sit down and talk over at dinner with your children. That little thing there, talking with your kids on a daily basis will solve so many issues. We just have gone so far off what we should be doing as parents, and it's a problem. And you got all these predators out here, so they're looking for the folks that are in need.
Right.
And they'll give them trinkets and then get them out there doing all kinds of wild stuff. One of the craziest things I over this summer was a young guy. He just came out the military, and he gave his sort of testimony, and he was saying that he was a foster kid and all of that, but he was out in the street at 7 years old selling drugs.
Wow.
7 years old. So his whole life was just wrecked. And we have too many folks that are either enabling this type behavior. Yeah, R. Kelly is not the only one out here exploiting kids.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
he's
not.
just part of a cottage industry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He just had the most money probably doing it like that. But we have a serious problem, and there's a challenge getting us to really understand this. And I'm so proud of the 100 because, we're not just talking this. We're putting our money, we're putting our time in. Brother Bill lives in Delaware. And he drives over to Philadelphia, at our Saturday leadership.
Okay.
So he's spending his time, his, tolls. Are any tolls coming over here? That's only
No
for Jersey.
tolls.
Now, can I piggyback on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely when you join the 100, it's a commitment. It's a commitment to the boys, young black boys. Since I've been on board, making visits or parent coming and joining in and volunteering for the SLA for the Student Leadership Academy. It's about that trust with the youth.
Yeah.
They start to see you.
Yeah.
One thing that touched me during the last SLA was one young boy who looked at me with a smile because he recognized me, because he's seen my face, and he knows I'm here to bring some joy to
Consistency.
him. Yes.
Consistency is key.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these young boys that do come in, they silent, they'll go to a corner, but we keep encouraging them. We'll go right up to him, pick his chair up, come on over here and join the party. Don't feel ashamed, don't feel like you can't be a part of this, and show what you can do in a positive way of expressing yourself